Let's start with the quick AMG variant first, and quick feels like the operative word rather than fast. This is certainly not a slow car, but, subjectively at least, it doesn't provide the sledgehammer acceleration you might expect from a high-end AMG, even with the EQ boost assistance in play. The 1,980 kilograms curb weight might have something to do with that. It sounds reasonably raughty, with a muted sotto voce rasp to the engine's note and a slightly synthetic-sounding exhaust belch on upshifts under heavier acceleration. The 9-speed auto transmission tends to take a while hunting for the right gear. It does have a lot to choose from. Traction was stupendous, even on icy roads, helped by the 4MATIC system's automatic continuous torque shuffling between the axles to find grip, and the winter tires too. The 53 rides on air suspension with AMG Ride Control Adaptive Damp is to go with its air springs. Although more sportingly tuned than the rest of the range, it's still set up with comfort priority. There's a fair degree of body roll, felt more noticeably if you're sat in the back. The steering still feels sharp, responsive and pointy in the way that many of the best AMGs do.
The more I drove the AMG 53, the more I liked it, but I must admit it left me feeling a little cold subjectively. It lacks a little theatre compared to other AMG models. Perhaps more time in the car in the UK and different conditions will change that viewpoint. With 516 pounds-feet of torque, the top diesel CLS doesn't feel much slower than the AMG, and it's more refined, too. It's incredibly quiet at a cruise, aided by the CLS's laminated, yet frameless, window glass. The regular CLS is a particularly comfortable way to travel, absorbing large bumps into its soft suspension. It's wafty without being wallowy. It's worth noting this car was on smaller than standard wheels, of course. Although the electric assistance and the new 4-pot engine is said to effectively fill the torque hole below the turbo's optimum operating window, we still felt a fair amount of lag in its response while driving on an admittedly hilly route. When into its power band, it can punt the heavy CLS along at a handy lick of speed, but its coarse note at higher revs feels at odds with the car's upmarket standpoint. Even more so than the musclier 450, its 9-speed auto box spent plenty of time prevaricating over which gear it wanted to use and when. We found ourselves reaching for the shift paddles to prevent it kicking down the gears on the exit of tight corners quite so enthusiastically.